Ryan here with Prudential Pest Solutions, and we can see here that this is a rather large bald-faced hornet nest that we have here in Malvern, Pennsylvania, which is on the main line in southeastern Pennsylvania. And this was actually right on the soffit above the garage, about 15-ish feet up. So you can see we have our extension ladder up, and you want to be fully suited up when you approach any kind of nest like this, because as you get closer, you can see that more of them are coming out. So right at the opening there, the main hole opening, we're going to just kind of hit that with an aerosol here just to kind of take care of that and go right into it, because once you get anywhere near that opening, they come flying out of there. So we use a quick kill permeating aerosol called PTPI, which is from the BASF company. And it does two things for us. One, it kills them immediately, which is really important when you're that close and up on a ladder near bald-faced hornets. But it also permeates that whole void, because this nest is covered in many layers of the paper here. So you need to make sure that whatever product you use, number one, is going to work quickly. But equally as important, you want to make sure that it permeates that entire area inside of there, because we don't want any bald-faced hornets still alive when we start opening this up to remove it. So we can see the opening there gets pretty clogged up with dead bald-faced hornets as they're trying to make their way out. It just kind of, the hole usually just gets clogged up with dead bodies. Now, there's still going to be some flying around because there were some workers flying around to begin with. And those workers' job is just to go out, forage for food and that sort of thing and bring it back. So as they come back, they're going to realize, like, hey, my nest, where's my home? So I can just take my scraper there and just kind of peel off the bottom here. You can see where it's attached to the bottom of the gutter and the soffit. And look at that, there's the nest itself. So all that white is the brood, which are the larval stages of the hornet. We're kind of moving the camera around here as I scrape and remove it. And I'm just trying to separate that paper backing from the actual soffit and the gutter. And that's what it looks like when you're all done. And as much as you try, it's so hard to get really more of that off of there with just a scraper. So oftentimes you can tell when people have had hornet issues before, because you'll see that classic circle. So as I was cleaning up, I found one hornet that was much larger than the other, and this is what I suspect the queen is. And you can kind of surmise that because of, number one, the size of it, and I'll show you on the next one in relation to a quarter how big she was compared to everything else. But also the actual markings on the back are also indicative of the queen. And I was initially zooming in because you could see the back end of her there kind of pulsating and the small stinger coming out. And I thought that was kind of neat. So this is actually on my little sweeper here that we use to clean up at the end. Because, once we get the nest removed, I sweep everything up, because that way it's not just a bunch of dead hornets and debris just in your driveway. So we try to leave a clean appearance for our clients when we're all done. So this is her in relation to a quarter. So if you've seen some of our other videos, like the cicada killing video, I mean, the queen hornet is pretty big. And there's some more brood there. So this is the aftermath. This is what we sweeped up. You can see I have some leaves in there, but probably 100 or so bald-faced hornets were in this nest. And again, this was in Malvern, Pennsylvania, which is right on the main line in southeastern Pennsylvania, just west of Philadelphia, which is our prime service location. So we service all of southeastern, south central Pennsylvania. And this client of ours had pulled up one day and just kind of realized, hey, you know what? We have a hornet issue right above our garage. And this is, a picture here of what a worker looks like on the left versus the queen on the right. You can see the size difference in relation to a quarter. So we handle everything from bald-faced hornets, European hornets, yellow jackets, wasps, basically any stinging insect except honeybees, obviously, we can handle. So if you have a wasp, hornet, yellow jacket issue, give Prudential Pest Solutions a call. We are experts in the Malvern area for eliminating these pests.